Hello everybody, this is a video tutorial for In Case of Trouble from the Bastion soundtrack that I know a lot of you have wanted me to do, so here you go. Like I said before, the tuning is Dadgad, so from low to high it's D-A-D-G-A-D. And I'll zoom into my left hand so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to try and describe it as best I can, to give you a good idea of how to play it. Listen to the song to know how many times each of the riffs is played. And I'll just teach you each of the riffs. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Okay, this riff consists of a bunch of hammer-ons and a slide or two, and that's it. The hammer-ons is on your G string from 0 to your 2nd fret, and the rhythm for that is just like... except you'll be strumming, all 4 of your top strings, and I think once you play that 4 times, you go to the 3rd fret on the string above that, which is your D string, so it's... So that's a slide from your 3rd fret to your 5th fret, so it's... Back down to your 3rd, and back to your hammer-ons. And that's it for the first riff. And here's what that riff sounds like when you strum all of the strings. Okay, so your next riff, you're going to want to go from your hammer-ons and slide up to your 7th, down to your 5th, 2nd to the 5th, 7th to the 5th, up to the 10th, 9th and 7th. So I'll play that how it's meant to be played. And you start the riff over again, but this time it's slightly different, so it goes and then straight up to your 10th fret, and then 10, 9, 7, and then you go back to the end of the first riff, which goes and back to your first riff. I'll play that once more, just using the 1 string. Now I'll play it for you, strumming all of the strings. Okay, the final riff is probably the most simple. Again, it just strings on from the hammer-ons of the first riff. And all that is when you go down to your 1st fret and hammer on back onto your 2nd fret, and that's it. So it goes. And that's all it does. I think that riff appears once in the song, but like I said, listen to the song, to find out how many times each of the riffs are played and so on. So here's the riff as it's meant to be played. And it just does that a bunch of times. So and now I'm going to show you how all of the riffs string together. So just to make it a bit clearer for you. So you've got your first riff, the hammer-ons. And it goes straight from that think it goes to the well, it's obviously back to the first riff for a bunch of times, and the way the first riff then strings to the third one, it's very simple. It just goes. Back to your first riff. So string them together either how you like, or try and get as close to the original as possible. I hope this this tutorial hasn't been too obscure. I will play the song all the way through, how I play it, once more for you at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe.